If you're a creator who hopes to compete with the biggest and baddest channels currently flourishing on YouTube, you're going to need to increase your production quality. Today's video aims to show you how to create a personalized YouTube channel watermark that will allow you to increase your engagement numbers and increase your brand equity. YouTube allows creators to include a 150 by 150 pixel image at the bottom right hand corner of their videos that acts as an overlay, or rather watermark, that sits on top of the video. When moused over, this watermark prompts the user to subscribe straight away and will increase the likelihood of a viewer becoming a subscriber. Watermarks also make it more difficult for your content to be pirated. They provide a consistent look and feel to your brand, and it's so easy to set up because you only have to do it once. So I'm going to be using Photoshop to create my 150 by 100 pixel image for my watermark, but feel free to try out open source platforms like GIMP, Paint.net. Heck, I'll even show you how to create one in the Microsoft Paint app for this video. Alright, so making a watermark in Paint is definitely not that great, and you're going to be extremely limited as to what you can do, and it's even going to be kind of difficult or annoying to even get that done at that. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my Paint and, just as an example, show you guys how you can actually do this. So you can drag an image that you brought in off of Google down, and then you have to resize it. If you look at the canvas size here, it's huge. You kind of almost have to just eyeball this thing, and again, the way I'm doing it here is pretty much the only way I've found to do it. Let's make that a little bigger so we can actually grab this whole thing. And then, yeah, you're just gonna kind of, bam, get this thing down up into your corner up here. I'm gonna actually just fill the whole thing, I think. There we go. So now if I go ahead and resize, looking at the bottom of the screen where I just highlighted the canvas size, I'm trying to eyeball this to 150 by 150. Oh, that's as close as we need to get. And then I can even see if I can bring this thing back on in, except for now that's an issue. But, you can see this is doable if you really needed to put something together and you didn't have access to any of the other applications. This obviously looks terrible, but if you were to spend some time here and at least format this nicer, you could save this thing as a normal JPEG or a PNG and upload this, boom, 150 by 151, and that's gonna work just fine. So this is just really to prove that you can do this even in Paint. Alright, so now I want to show you guys the watermark that I use for my channel. Super basic, just two layers, a G and a O, just a design that I had because of Glossy Online. I have the gold G inside of the O, and I want to show you how to just quickly make something very similar. So if we hit Control N there, it's going to bring up a new prompt, and we're going to size this thing to 150 by 150. Opens up a nice image background here. I like to zoom on in so I have a better view of what I'm working with, so we're going to put this up to 275 to see if we can get a better view. And we'll get rid of this white background here in a minute. Now that's important because you want to save this thing as a PNG image so you can have a transparent background, but it's not going to let you do that until you add a new layer in, and then you can make it transparent. So there we go. I'm going to add one more layer for the G for something else, and I'm going to show you guys just how to make a basic text logo. I had a detailing business a little bit ago and still kind of do work on that a bit, but I've been quite busy with my junior network admin job, so I haven't been doing it as much. But if I was going to be making a watermark for that channel, I would do something like this. The letters are FX that I want to use. So we take an F, and it's very important when you're doing this. You don't want to just, Control T and make your image bigger like that, your text anyway, because that's going to blur it. So we're going to delete that, come back into our text, put an F down, and then you want to highlight it, make it the size you want to make it in the actual font. So we're going to probably go up towards 90. There we go. And again, this is not going to be super perfect or super great when I'm doing this. I'm really just trying to do this for the video. Now we're going to do a little lowercase x. Make this a little bit smaller. I might make this a bit smaller and then go back and make that x a little bit bigger. I mean the F, sorry. We're going to put our X down here. There we go. Come back into our F. This guy's going to go up to 100. Cool. I kind of like the contrast of the size there. Drag it down kind of into the middle. Bam, bam. Then we can delete this final layer. Now what I want to do is add some color effects. So I'm going to add a overlay on this. The X is going to be kind of sedentary. It's going to be in the background. I want the the F here to have a nice blue color. So I'm going to pull blue, make it nice and dark, like that. Bam. We're going to throw Evelyn and Boss on it, because why not? I want to do this chisel hard, make it a little smoother. Okay, and we're going to drop a shadow on that. There we go. And I like that because that really pulls it out when you're actually looking at a real size. So I'm going to copy this layer style, drop down, paste it on the F. There we go. But what I want to do in here is pop in here, and I want to change the color of that to make the F pop more. We're going to bring this up, give that a vibrant color. There we go. And again, this may not look great to you, but this was just for the point of the video here. Again, this is the one that I'm currently using, and I think it looks good. But, you know, boom, you save this thing, save it to your computer. And FX, always save the Photoshop so you can keep the layers. Okay, so we saved it there. Control Shift S again, save, and now we want to save this thing as a PNG. And again, I can show you the difference here between a PNG and something that's not a PNG. We've got this image here that I pulled off of YouTube, and it's got this big red background, versus this image right here, right? You can clearly see the background. Anything that would be underneath this would actually be visible. Whereas everything in red here, you know, this is just a full square of the image. If you upload this, it's just going to be a big block. But if you upload this controller, you know, you might see a cool controller, and, you know, that can serve as your watermark. So here is my FX, here is my GO, and I will show you guys how to upload those in just a minute. Alrighty, now you created a really nice personal image for your channel's brand, and you just need to upload that. And it's really simple. You don't have to do it on every single video you upload. Just pop on over to your YouTube studio, and I will navigate there with you now. You look down for settings, and in the settings you go to channel, followed by branding, and this is where your video watermark lives. I'll remove mine quickly. So all you want to do is choose image, you navigate to where that baby's located, bring that up, there it is, and then the display time is what's important. Some people put it all the way at the end. It will come in, you know, like this script says, 15 seconds prior to the video ending. You can do a custom start time for basically like a delayed start that will be on there the rest of the video. I have mine on the entire time because again, I think that you're going to get the best results if you do so. So you save that, and there you go. That's as simple as it is. Creating a channel watermark is valuable because it provides us creators with an opportunity to build some brand equity, to increase the production quality of our content, and to increase viewer engagement on our videos. So today's video was a pleasure to make for you all, so I hope you enjoyed it and start to take productive steps towards upgrading the quality of your own channels. I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming.